Hey everybody, thank you so much for joining us for today's devotional. We've been in the famous Last Word series, and today we're continuing to talk about the words from the cross. We're going to read Luke chapter 23, verse 40 through 43. It says, "But the other criminal protested, 'Don't you fear God even when you have been sentenced to die? We deserve to die for our crimes, but this man hasn't done anything wrong.' Then he said, 'Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom.' And Jesus replied, 'I assure you, today you will be with me in paradise.'" I love the background of this. Here is Jesus on the cross, and he has two criminals on each of his side, one on one side, one on the other. Here is two guilty people and one who is not guilty. And so the criminal on one side recognizes Jesus. He recognizes that he is guilty. And I think about that. I think about moments where we get close to Jesus and it exposes us for who we are. When we are next to light, it exposes the things in us that aren't quite there and this desperate need to have Jesus in our lives. I know you've been there. I've been there, where there's so much sin, pain, all kinds of things that you realize the need for a savior. And one of these criminals realizes who he is, and he says, "Remember me." He actually recognizes Jesus as king. He says, "Today in your kingdom," he recognizes Jesus as king, and he says, "Remember me." And I love how gracious Jesus is. I often go back to this story when I think about the amazing grace of Jesus Christ, and that he says, "Today you will be with me in paradise." Here's this moment. Can you imagine hearing that? Knowing all the things you've done wrong and hearing from Jesus, "Today you will be with me in paradise." I think there's two key words in that statement. With me. With me. When we are with Jesus, it is paradise. We're going to get to be in heaven if we know Jesus, and there's an eternal perspective. But that key is that Jesus is the paradise. It is with him that we experience that. So if you don't remember anything from the devotional today, I want you to remember the cross secures your future. It is all about the cross. The cross secures your future. Here, Jesus' last words on the cross, he tells the thief with all the things he's done wrong. So maybe that's you today and you're watching, you say, "You have no idea the amount of sin, the things I've done wrong that disqualify me." And let me reassure you, we are all disqualified by our sin. But except for Jesus, Jesus says, "Today, if you believe in me, if you accept me, you notice me as king, today you will be with me in paradise." We live for eternity. We live for this, to remember that the cross secures our future. My prayer is that today this was an encouragement to you as you go about your day. Remember, it is because of Jesus and the sacrifice he made that our future is secure. We don't have to worry about what we are in today because we are secured. We know we have him. He is our paradise. Pray this was a blessing to you. I hope you have a wonderful day.